Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Play4Life Comics Wednesday morning preview show. Something new we're trying here on YouTube. Going to run over some of the new releases coming out this week, just so you guys know what to go looking for. And if you're in the general Raleigh, North Carolina area, of course, you can always pick these titles up here. Or if you got a favorite LCS local comic shop where you're at, they should have most of these titles as well. So we'll run through a few of the new things this week. Fantastic Four Life Story number 6. This is finishing up. This is kind of a Fantastic Four's take on what they did with Spider-Man a couple of years ago, where they go through the decades. Savage Spider-Man number 1 is a good jumping on point for any Spider-Man fans. This is supposed to be, I believe it's a limited series of 6. Supposed to be really good. So excellent with Peter Milligan and Mike Allred. It's got kind of those ecstatics vibes from the early 2000s. If you read any of that stuff, this is number 1, another great jumping on point. Sabretooth number 1, another Marvel number 1 from this week, and this one's written by Victor Vale, who's got a bit of a following of his own. So there's a good jumping on point there. ASM 88, if you've been reading that story, it's been really good. It's supposed to be a first appearance, I believe, Queen Goblin. Going on to the next rack, up across the top, you got Walking Dead number 30, or Walking Dead Deluxe number 32, which is the Walking Dead reprints, of course. This is, I think they're in where they're dealing with the governor. Thing number 4, of course, that's been a really fun story. Alien number 9. X Lives of Wolverine, part of the X Deaths X Lives companion series thing. This is number 2. Spider-Woman number 19. 3 new Star Wars titles this week. Well, 3 Star Wars titles this week, 1 new. Star Wars High Republic 14. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon Legacy. I believe this is based off a very popular video game. Great Wookiee cover, though. It's follows a Wookiee Jedi, from what I understand. Star Wars Crimson Reign number 2. All right, moving on to the next rack, we do have Shang-Chi number 8, Spawn number 326. Back after a break, you got Basilisk number 7. Say that 10 times fast. Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 2. Geiger 80-page giant. This is a one-off. So we should have the A cover out there. Great A cover on that. Of course, that was a great story. If you like that, with Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. Moving down, Fantastic Four Reckoning 1, number 1 Alpha. Of course, another great jumping on point. Ant, the continuation, or well, the new series based off the older series from Image Comics. This is number 2 out today. I'll switch places with Mr. Hansel here real quick. Arkham City, The Order of the World, number 5, finishing, coming close to finishing up that series. Monkey Prince, number 1, great jumping on point for DC there, and there's a great art germ cover with that. We'll show off real quick. Well, there we go, great art germ cover. Joker Presents a Puzzle Box, issue 7, and we're still waiting on A covers for those. Suicide Squad number 12. Of course, they brought Ambush Bug into the mix, which is pretty entertaining. Dark Knights of Steel. If you've not been, this is number 4, and if you've not been reading this, I would suggest it. I think in 2 weeks they're coming out with a edition that collects the first 3 issues. This is number 4, and you got your A cover and your Middleton Harley Quinn as a bard kind of thing. It's an interesting story. It's kind of an Elseworlds story where instead of in modern times Superman lands in a field, it's more like a medieval knights kind of situation. Batman 120, of course, that's been a great story with Williamson, the new writer. I know it's not a popular theory. I like it better than Tinian writing, but hey. World of Krypton number 3 with the great Sudium cover. Detective Comics 1061, that's the Bermejo cover. We're still waiting on the A's. Alright guys, and here's our rack of independent books. You got Mirka Andolfo's Sweet Paprika number 7. Of course, some beautiful artwork on that. Vengeance of Vampirella number 25. This is a Todd McFarlane cover swipe from ASM. Lady Death number 1. One of a 2-part series there. A Thing Called Truth number 4. Of course, we still got plenty of Saga 55s on the wall, if that's something you're hunting. Speed Republic number 1 from Mad Cave Studios, good independent jumping on point there. Noctera 7. Rick and Morty Heretics of Ricks, if you're a Rick and Morty fan, is a good number 1 to jump onto there. Starting from the bottom right, Dark Red. It's a magazine-size one-shot. If you're a fan of that series or a fan of vampires in general, there's a good all-enclosed story there for you. Star Trek Mirror War number 4. Primos number 1 from AWA. Believe this one uses kind of Mesoamerican folktale type stuff. New Burn 3. Been a great crime story from Chip Zdarsky. New Masters number 1, another jumping on point for Image Comics. Crossover number 11, Men Are Black number 1 from Dark Horse Comics. Of course, Cullen Bunn writing that, great horror writer. Nita Hayes Nightmare Blog number 4. This is a spinoff of Philadelphia, and still got 1 and 2s of Animal Castle on the rack. Another great read. That's not new out this week, but something to check. All right, guys, these are a few of the trades we got in this week. Bermuda, great artwork, great adventure story on that one. Just a fun read. Complete Bendis Moon Knight collection. X-Men Hellfire Gala. All-Star Superman Deluxe Edition hardcover from Grant Morrison and Frank Quiley. TMNT Volume 1 of the IDW collection. It's like the first 12 or 15 issues. Of course, we still got Something's Killing the Children Volume 4 up. Winona Earp, All In. It's a larger trade paperback there. And the Doctor Strange. This is like the first 10 issues of Doctor Strange from the 60s. So there's a few great trades to check out, guys. I'd appreciate y'all joining us this morning, and hope y'all all have a great Wednesday out there.